Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Anthony Remilio, the 2025 Hub Coordinator, to give you the Hub induction for this year. So there are several purposes for this induction, and one is to make you aware that the Hub actually exists, and it provides a wonderful resource for you to access during your time, during your vet tech and your vet science degrees. The Hub itself is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The exceptions being public holidays when the university itself is closed. If you find that the door itself is closed, even though it's Monday to Friday between 8 and 5, just open the door, it's fine. For those of you that are vet techs in third year or fifth year vet science, you will have card access 24/7. We do want everyone to be very safe when using the Hub. So at the front entrance, we do have the QR code for the Safe Zone app, so make sure that you have downloaded that. Do indicate that this is building 8105, room 101. And when speaking to security, do mention Gatton lots of times, because also on the door, we have the conditions of entry. Basic rules are that, use enclosed footwear when using the Hub. When you're in there, you've got two sections. You've got the main lab section, so there's no biologicals in there. That means no food, no samples like urine, blood, also no pets. There is a fridge there though, that if you do want to eat, you can put stuff in there. There is the consult rooms out the back, where you can have something to eat, you can have your coffees, or outside here. When you come into the Hub itself, if you're the first one in, you may notice that the lights are turned off. You can turn the lights on at the switch. These are located in the bookcase to the left of the entrance and to the left of the fridge. If you find that you are the last person to leave, make sure that you close the door and turn the lights off. You'll also notice that there's a fire extinguisher right there. It is a very small fire extinguisher, so unless you know what you're doing, just call security and move on out. Make sure that no one else is in the Hub itself. One of the important things about the Hub is that all of this is donated, and we justify our existence by notifying the powers that be that it is in use. And the way that we show that is having this sign on and sign off sheet. So please do sign on and do sign off. The Hub itself has been open since 2017. At that time, it was completely supervised, and so you were not permitted access to any of this unless you were supervised. We've moved towards a completely unsupervised, so this is entirely self-directed learning. And so this is a huge responsibility for you guys, is that we want to maintain that so that you have access to all the resources when you need it, rather than having someone like myself eyeballing and making sure that you're doing the right thing. With the culture, look after the equipment, look after look after each other. And do clean up after yourselves. There's various bins around the places. There's biological waste and all of this. If someone's doing something incorrectly, do ask if they need help. Do offer help, and as I said, make sure the place is clean, because there is no one here to clean up after. The main reason why we have the Hub here is so that you can build your essential clinical skills before working on live animals. So these are, 4 main components, so that you can build dexterity, because you'll need a lot of dexterity. And by 4th year, there is an expectation that you are ambidextrous. Another thing is, though, you need to build up muscle memory. So you need to be able to do the tasks that you're required in your profession without thinking. It's like everyone knows how to tie their shoelaces. You do it without thinking. And so that needs to be the level of proficiency in which you need to gain, for day one of being out there in the workforce. Of course, there's other elements as well. Because you are working with animals are going to be stressed, from the outright, because we have such a high human to animal ratio. So another aspect is that we need to consider the animal welfare, because every interaction within the whole teaching within animals is a welfare concern. So if you are poorly prepared when you are working with a patient, then that is increasing the level of stress on that animal. The rule is that never work on an animal before you have prepped on the, until you've prepped on these non-living animal models. Because your degree is tailored for high achievers, it does cause a lot of stress. And so we do have various support networks available to you. One of those is the peer support network. So these are students from second year and above that you can speak to at any time. We do have a link just on the outside of the hub to the Facebook page, so you can access them. An important aspect of the hub itself is that this is not a supermarket. We do have lots of resources that have been donated to us, but you do not remove stuff from the hub itself. So we do have security cameras all over the place. Thankfully, over the years, no one has taken anything. We do have free stuff in boxes near the entrance. So if it is clearly marked free, help yourself. And in saying that, the resources here, we do tend to have lots of resources in certain things. So if you want to practice your vacutainers, drawing blood, you don't know how to do it, just let me know. We can practice 1 to 2 times with the resources that we have. So I would ask that you visit the hub, explore it, and try things out. Even if you have a spare 5 minutes between a lunch break or gap between lectures and pracs, come on in and give it a go.